Hard work works until it doesn't. For most of history, effort felt like a guarantee. If you worked harder, you moved forward. If you stayed disciplined, progress followed. That belief still feels true today. It's taught in school, repeated at work, passed down by parents, mentors, and managers. Work hard, stay consistent, don't complain. And for a long time, this advice feels correct. But at some point, something changes. People keep working, they keep trying, they keep sacrificing time, yet the results slow down. Not because effort disappears, not because motivation fades, but because the system quietly shifts. Hard work is one of the simplest ideas we have. It's visible, it's measurable, it feels fair. You can see effort, you can count hours, you can compare output. Early on, effort feels directly connected to results. You study more, grades improve. You practice more, skills grow. You show up consistently, opportunities appear. This creates a powerful mental shortcut. Effort equals progress. The more this pattern repeats, the more deeply it becomes embedded. Hard work starts to feel like a universal rule, something that works everywhere, for everyone, indefinitely. But systems don't operate on universal rules. They operate on structures. In the beginning, hard work is incredibly effective. When skill levels are low, effort has outsized impact. Every extra hour produces visible improvement. Every small gain compounds quickly. Learning curves are steep. Mistakes disappear fast. Momentum builds. Income rises. Responsibilities increase. Confidence grows. This stage trains people to believe that effort is unlimited leverage. And in this phase, it often is. But this phase has a boundary. The slowdown doesn't announce itself. There's no moment where the system says you've reached the limit. Instead, progress becomes quieter. Raises are smaller, opportunities take longer, effort feels heavier. People respond by pushing harder, longer hours, more responsibility, less rest. But the return doesn't match the input anymore. This is usually where frustration begins. People assume they're doing something wrong. They blame focus, discipline, mindset. But the issue isn't effort. It's that effort is now operating inside a different structure. In structured systems, jobs, organizations, institutions, effort eventually stops being the main variable. Instead, progress is shaped by pay bands, role ceilings, promotion timelines, approval layers. At this point, effort is filtered. Two people can work equally hard and see completely different outcomes, not because one deserves more, but because the structure allows it. Hard work no longer determines speed. The system does. Systems are not designed to maximize individual progress. They are designed to maintain stability, predictable performance, predictable compensation, predictable outcomes. This makes organizations easier to manage, easier to forecast, easier to control risk. Unlimited upward movement creates volatility, so progress is regulated. Not maliciously, not secretly, structurally. This is where confusion sets in. People feel like they're doing everything right. They followed the rules, they worked hard, they stayed disciplined, but results stopped scaling. This creates internal conflict. Hard work used to work, so why doesn't it now? The answer isn't personal failure. It's that effort has diminishing power inside fixed systems. The system never explains this shift. There's no warning label, no instruction manual. Progress just becomes slower, incremental, barely noticeable. People stay in motion assuming acceleration will return. It rarely does. This isn't an argument against hard work. Effort still matters, but effort alone is not a growth strategy. Hard work works early. Hard work is always necessary, but hard work alone stops scaling after a point. Understanding this replaces frustration with clarity, and clarity is the first step to understanding why effort alone eventually stops moving the needle.